Welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about how you can be able to register your business now on CAC portal for 11,000 naira. Right, you can actually do it. I had to do a registration just to confirm that it actually worked, and it works for me. So without saying so much, let's just go into the registration so that I can be able to show you how I was able to register. I answered queries too, right? I received about like 2 or 3 queries, and which I answered. So I would show you how I was able to navigate through that and get my business registered in 2 days. And so you can actually do it. So let's get right into it. So because I did not document my registration when I was trying to apply for the name search, so I had to do with a different name altogether so that you can actually understand how the process works for the first application stage. Then later I will continue with my own, the Zonia food that I actually succeeded in registering. So the first stage is you selecting the classification of the business you want. So I chose business name, then specific type, business, and sole proprietor. So the proposed name you actually intend using to register. I actually use Uncle Savage Food. Then you are being asked to choose a second option. So you can actually input in 2 names just in case the first one you chose was not successful or maybe has been taken, so the second name could actually go. At the time I actually changed my mind. I was like, oh, maybe we should just go with, because that name sounds better for me, Uncle Savage Kitchen, than saying Uncle Savage Food. So I decided to switch up the name. So you save and continue. Then the objectives. What are the objectives of the business? What is business going to be about? So this is another place. What is your reason for the available search? Are you searching for like you're trying to incorporate a new name, or you're actually trying to replace an old name or something, or maybe you want to change the name of the one you already have, kind of. So you choose the nature of the business, the specific nature of business. You choose the specific nature of business. What is, I think I actually chose beverage, food and beverage services. Then you can add additional mark if you have one, but since we do not have one, I had to just proceed. So that's it. That's the business details. So you preview what you have already selected. But because I'm actually the one, I'm doing this with my account, which was supposed to be a different account together. Since it's my details that I'm using my personal account on CAC to do it, so the presenter's details is what will be displayed here, right? It cannot be changed. So that's my name, that's my phone number, and that's my email address and my contact address too. So it cannot be changed because you can't change the presenter's details. So okay, so you save and continue. Then this is where they will ask you to make payment for it, right? So from there it brings you here, because I had to cut this particular video from here so I could jump right back to registering my business name that I registered. I had to do this to use and teach you that this is how you apply for the name search. Oh God, let's register this business for the purpose of this training, right? And I was trying to put in a particular date, and they are rejecting it because I wanted to put a future date, but I had to just go ahead and put in. I tried May and it didn't work, so I decided to now use a day before. I tried future date, it didn't work, so I had to use a day before the day I was actually doing the registration. So then you put in your email address, your phone number, your principal place of business, local government. You select like local government where the business is going to be run, then your city, the city where the business is going. This is very important because of your tax registration, because by the time you go and apply for your tax clearance, it is also going to be required, right? So you have to choose the place, the local government where you're actually doing the business, then the city where your business is going to be situated. Because I have my name on Google and all that, so maybe I fill in a practically pivot. I need to also hide my details for security purposes. So I just hope you see the important things. Then the branch, if you probably have a branch, another branch of business where you have other branches, you can just include them inside. Let's go on. Then if you don't have, you click save and continue, so you can take it to the main. Because I am a perfector, I am only the owner of the business. It's just my details that appear, so it's more like a preferred. Then here they are asking for the nature of the business, right? So these are the things you have also filled in during the name search process. It's still the same details you filled in during your name search process, but you still need to include it. And this time around, you're being specific about what your business is all about. So you fill in the name. You fill in the name of your the nature of your business. What is your business all about? Then specific nature of business. Like the nature. You fill in the nature of your business category. What is the category? Like mine for this particular thing, because this is basically my side also. So I actually fill in accommodation and food services. So then the specific nature of business is food and beverage services. You add additional if you have additional stuff you wanted to add. So because the major reason why what my business is going to be doing is I want to use it to sell food stuff and package food and exportation. So it's actually my mini exportation business. If you have other areas, then your business is supposed to be included. So you feed that in. And you fill that in, then I saved and continue. So it takes me to where you need to upload documents. This is where I had an issue because me and them, they had to keep sending me message and I kept doing it, and they issued me in this stage. They actually issued me a lot of queries because they requested for my means of identification, which I provided. Then the signature, the passport photograph of Sonia Abe, because it's basically my business. Then the optional, the other document that was optional. Then I saved and continued. So this is a preview of the whole details I have actually imputed into the system. I had to blur this again because it's my personal information and it's delicate, right? So you just preview. After the preview, you save. So after the preview, you proceed to payment. So the fee is actually 10,000, and I had to pay with remitter. So because it gave me an issue when I was trying to make a name reserve. So in this place, you can either use your card, you do a business bank account, like, or go to bank to go and make the deposit. But I actually chose to use USDD. You can also do internet banking. Then if you have remitter, you can use. So I actually just went ahead to USDD to make the reservation. I just copied, because when they will show you different banks details that you actually need to use to make the transfer. So I just input the right one, which was GTB, because I was using GTB. So I copied it on my phone. Since I'm using my system, I could just dial it on my phone and do the transfer. So right there, as I was doing it on my phone, after a few minutes, it just marked for me successful, registration submitted. Right? So I went ahead to download the receipt for the payment. So I went back to my dashboard, and on the registration now is not showing me pending approval. So they issued me a query. They issued me a query, and I needed to come and check it out. And I needed to click on my name so that I could actually make changes on the, because they said that the passport I submitted was that it was not required, it was a picture kind of. So I needed to make changes on that. So I had to come on my passport and had to re-upload. So in case you have a situation whereby they issued you a query, they queried you, you need to come and make the changes and upload the right one. Okay, so I had to come back and click on my edit profile. So you click on your edit profile, then if there are some errors you made somewhere, you need to come here and correct it, because I put in Lagos instead of when they say city, instead of me putting Lekki, I put in Lagos. So I had to come there and make the correction, then change my occupation to business like they suggested, because that was the 3 queries I received. So they say successfully, kindly wait for a few minutes for it to be clarified. So I got a mail congratulating me that my business has been registered. So I now came and they say approved registration, Zonia Food has been approved. So I now downloaded my documents and it's proceeding. Then the payment status, I clicked on the payment status, so it brought out the details of the registration. Sorry again, I had to probably blur this because it's confidential document that's supposed to be for my personal use alone, right? So you can decide to print it, but I just didn't print at the same time because, like I said, it was a tutorial, but then I later downloaded it on my system. Sure. So I go back, it's my certificate. Ta-da! So now able now have to register business, and I'm so proud of myself though. Now I believe you've been able to learn 1 or 2 things on how to be able to incorporate your business name by yourself. You can actually do it. You don't have to wait for anybody to do everything for you, and you had to end up paying money, especially with the current condition of Nigeria right now. You want to save some money and do some things by yourself too. Do have a great day, and see you some other time. Bye.